welcome back to Ducky World. I hope you've had a lovely week. Mine has been great, and I'm glad I'm doing this again. Every time it feels harder than last time. But like I promised last week, I'm going to share some job sites you can use to apply for jobs abroad. And it's worth mentioning that some of these sites target people from specific regions of the world. And from my experience, you might go to apply for a job and they might tell you, we only want people with this visa or this visa. And that's okay, you just have to keep trying. You cannot give up if you really want this. So you just have to keep looking and seeing which countries are open to people from your country and try applying from that side. For example, the first site I'll talk about, I feel like it focuses, or its major focus is for people from the UK, Australia. Sometimes it will have jobs specific to South African passports. That's the TES teaching site, the TES. Again, like I said, this is my personal experience and also from interacting with people who come from the UK. Most of them get jobs in Africa or Africa, like my previous place of work. They used to get jobs from TES. So, and a few of them have told me that the TES clientele is people from the UK. Does not mean that you cannot get a job on TES if you're not from the UK, because I also know people who have gotten jobs through TES. So like I said, just keep trying. Just keep trying. There's no sure way of doing this. We just have to keep trying. My second one is the one I talked about last week, and I went ahead and gave the details of how to actually use this site. It's the site I used to get myself here, and that's Teach Away. If you want details of how to go about Teach Away, please refer to my previous video, and I've given you detail by detail. I've broken it down on how you can create a profile and everything on Teach Away to make yourself eligible for these applications. My third site is Search Associates. This one I have not used, but I've come across people who used it. The downside to it is that you have to pay for it. It's not really a downside, because I think you get a mentor, like you get someone who can guide you through the application process. So Search Associates is another site you can actually use if you're looking to work outside your country, but this one you have to pay. I have been told that now you pay after you've gotten the job, unlike previously where you used to pay before you get the job. Again, I've not used it, but I know people who have, so that's why I thought to include it in my list. And then we also have Teacher Horizon. The making of a profile for Teacher Horizon is a bit complex than Teach Away, like I explained in my previous video, because if you miss something that they need, you may not, I mean, like in Teach Away, if you don't upload your cover letter, you may still apply for jobs, only that your profile will be maybe 80% complete. But on Teacher Horizon, it has to be at least 90 for you to be able to apply for jobs. And then there's also a third party. There's someone in the middle. Again, this is from my experience. It might be different for other people, but from my experience, there was a third party. There was someone my CV went to, and then that person decided if they're gonna forward my CV to the employer or not, which makes me kind of not prefer Teacher Horizon for your search, or kind of prefer it, because then if you have a good rapport with the person, the third party, they can easily tell you what to do, what to improve in a CV to make it eligible if they're nice. I don't like it because it has to go through with that party. So, and this is them sending back your CVs entirely based on the opinion, not the employer's opinion. So again, it depends. I have friends whose CVs have been forwarded. Mine, the last time I used Teacher Horizon, they kind of went quiet on me. So they asked me to send the CV, there's this opportunity, and I sent him my CV, and I've never heard from them again. So like I said, we just have to keep trying. We just have to keep trying. We cannot afford to give up. So you can try it as well and see how it turns out for you. It might be the place where you get your job despite all these challenges that some of us have gone through. So we also have a site called Teach Anywhere. Teach Anywhere. This one I was logged into, but I cannot remember how it's used. I always find emails from Teach Anywhere in my inbox, but I'd be lying to tell you I know how it works. I just know I'm logged in, I have an account with them, and they always forward jobs relevant to my field to my inbox. So like, yeah, if I'm still looking, I can access these opportunities through Teach Anywhere. That's the same thing as Scroll as well. Scroll also, I cannot remember how I created an account with them. Sorry guys, this may not be very helpful, but maybe it's also your chance to go and try dig deeper. I cannot spoon feed you. Anyway, kidding. But Scroll is another one, and I also do not remember how I created an account with Scroll, but I know until today I get inboxes for opportunities in different parts of the world. And what I like about Scroll is when it forwards me an opportunity, it goes ahead and gives me the benefits. Some employers have made this available. So like I might get a primary teacher in Brazil, and then they'll have a list of benefits, maybe health insurance, 2 or 4 flights per contract. They might have bonuses. They will give you a salary range for when you're starting. I mean, that's what I like about Scroll, because it gives you all these details to your inbox. Like it sends me a job, tells me apply for this job in China, and then beneath it is the benefits and stuff like that, which I find very useful. Again, I have not gotten a job at Scroll, but I think it's something I will look into in the future if I want to move again. I would really consider Scroll because of how well it breaks down, so that you're not just applying for a job, but you know the kind of job you're looking for, you know your the kind of salary expectations, you know what to ask for, because it gives you all these clues when it's sending it to you. Scroll is also not as easy as Teach Away, because they send you the school and you have to send the school everything they've requested in the application. So yeah, so it's not a place where you create a profile and you just go clicking apply. And I think it's the same for most of these other sites. It's where they send you an employer, like they tell you, for example, Braeburn is hiring, then you have to send your CV to the HRs through the HR email address, which still leaves Teach Away as my favorite. Please go watch the video and see how easy that site is to use. But all these provide different opportunities. I mean, like, I'll mention that at the end. And another site that I haven't interacted with a lot, but I've been told about, is Indeed. Indeed, yeah, I have not tried applying for jobs from Indeed, but I know it's a site that teachers have used to get jobs from. And then there is Seek Teachers. Again, I still cannot remember how I logged into this, sorry, but I was seriously looking for jobs and I honestly couldn't go back to all of the sites, remember how I did it. But I still get emails from Seek Teachers advertising different jobs, telling me where these jobs are in my inbox. So it's also a site that can get you something, like, you never know. And then we have that's about it from my list. Yes, but we have other sites like Go In Overseas, Go Abroad. Like if you go online and just type online teaching teachers, what would you type? Teachers, international teachers online sites. You get what I'm trying to say. If you type something in those lines, it will give you a list of all these sites. So I would advise you to do what I did and log into all of these sites. Like, you never know which one will come through for you. Yes, I've also already mentioned that my personal favorite is Teach Away one, because like it's true gospel. I can actually attest. I've seen a lot more people get jobs through Teach Away. Also because it's an easy one to apply for jobs with, because you just need a profile, and then When all that is set, all you need to do is click apply, 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 apply. You don't need to keep getting the HR, sending your CV. You don't need to keep doing all of that, because you just need to just do once, and all you need to do from there is apply, 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 apply. Having said that, I am not saying that you should focus your attention on Teacher Way. No, it worked for me, it worked for 3 others, it may not work for you. So please try and log into all these sites, look out for them, like see, look through the jobs that are there. Most of the time they will give you locations of where the jobs are. Like I know Test will give you, if you go and type a location, it will give you the jobs in that location, and sometimes the location you're looking for might not be in that site. If they don't have that offer, then that option, then you can always look at the jobs that are popping up, from which region are these jobs from, and then know where you want to apply for your jobs, where you want to apply to, and then know if that site is good enough for you. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Finally, I found the phrase. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread them out. Like, you never know which will break and which will survive the journey. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. So have a look at all of them, or most of them, see which one works best for you, and then think about where you want to apply for a job, and then find the one that has most of those jobs and pay attention to that one. More attention, pay more attention to that one. Do not ignore the others, because like I say, you never know. You might pay for such associates and that will work for you. You might not pay and get Teacher Horizon, and that will work for you. You might send your CV to a third party and they might really like it and give you a job or refer you to an employer. But one thing that I should mention before I actually close down this video is that all these sites, you apply the job directly to the employer. Like even Teacher Horizon, where there's a third party, they will not be like an agent. There's no agents. It's you apply directly to the employer. If it's such associates, they're not an agent. They will not come and ask for your salary at the end of the month. No, you will pay a one-off fee. Last I checked was 25,000 Kenyan shillings. You pay a one-off fee, and then after that, you're done. Like now it's your salary, comes to your bank, and it's your money. So these guys are not agents, in as much as some of them have third parties. They're just people who are there to facilitate the process. Please do not ignore any. Do not say like, because I've mentioned Test is for Britons, I know Kenyans who've gotten jobs through Test. Like, I can actually say I know someone who's gotten a job through each of these sites I've talked about. Yeah, other than Seekaway and Teach Anywhere and Indeed. But all the others I know people. Oh, and there's LinkedIn. Oh my goodness, how did I forget that? LinkedIn also has jobs. I'm sorry, I forgot that. LinkedIn also has teaching jobs that you can look at and apply. How would I forget that one? Yes, that's all I wanted to share today. I am not sure what I'm going to share next week, so I will not promise anything. Let's see how the week goes and what inspiration I get in the week. So please feel free to go to these sites, have a look at them, see which one works for you, create those profiles, and you never know. By the way, jobs are opening up in November. From November, there'll be a lot of jobs opening up. So please have an account by November, so that you're just ready to apply. I mean, this is free information that I'm giving, and the least you can do is act on it. Okay, we would like more Kenyans here. Short story, today I went to the mall. I'm in the capital city of Kazakhstan, and I left this place, took a taxi, went to one of the biggest malls in Kazakhstan, and came back. And on that journey that took around 3 hours, 20 minutes to the mall, 3 hours in the mall, 20 minutes back, I did not meet even one African person. So that tells you we need you here, and take this seriously and apply for these jobs. Anyway, off the topic. Let me know how your search goes. Let me know what you find. Let me know what works for you. Please, if you get jobs through the information I share, reach out. Let me know so that I'll feel good about it. And I will celebrate with you as well. That's it for today. Have a lovely week, and I hope to have a chat with you again on Sunday. Bye bye, and God bless.